What's going on, everybody? I'm Luke Cycle, and I'm here with Mr. Viola. Mr. Viola, you're a new teacher here, so give us a little bit about your past experiences, where you went to college, what you studied, and what you've done since then.
Okay. Past experiences is I went to Illinois Wesleyan University for my undergrad degree. So I have a bachelor's in history, secondary education. I taught junior high history for 4 years. I went back to college and got my master's at Bradley University in educational leadership. And I worked in Chatham as an assistant principal and a principal. I've been a principal in another school district as well. Then I went back to school again and got my special ed endorsement. Taught special ed in Springfield. Then I worked for SASED, Sangamon Area Special Ed District, as a special education administrator. So I worked with New Berlin last year for that role, and now here I am as the director of student services.
Uh, you just said you're the director of student services, so how is it being the director of student services, and how is that any different than anything you might have done in your past?
Sure. It's been a great job. I love working here in New Berlin so far. It's definitely different. I've worked with pre-K through now high school. But this is realistically the first time I've worked with high school students outside of student teaching. So there's been a learning curve with that, with scheduling and the college piece. Trying to make sure that our students are ready for college. It's something that I haven't worked with before, but it's been a huge perk of the job is getting the colleges in here, talking to students about what they want to do, where they want to go, and learning about all the really cool opportunities and things our students are doing. Reading through student brag sheets has been awesome. It just gives me insight into students that I'd never have known until they put pen to paper.
Yeah. So you mentioned, application process for college, all of that stuff. You have any advice for the juniors and seniors that are starting to apply for colleges, look for scholarships, all that stuff?
Um, there are so many scholarships out there. I try and push out newsletters every couple of weeks with things that come through with me, but even just online searching, and there's scholarships for anything and everything out there. And my advice is to apply early and often because you never know what you're going to qualify for or not, especially this year with the FAFSA being released so late. A lot of colleges aren't going to be able to offer financial aid packages until mid-spring, which is later than ever before. So the scholarships, getting those locked down now is huge. But I think for students, just thinking of where you might want to go to college, size of the college, location, what you want to do when you get out of school, potentially, is all important. And thinking of, yeah, it's great to apply for those reach schools, but being realistic in some of the safety options also.
And you got any advice for the underclassmen who might not yet be thinking about that college, but plan to go still to college?
Sure. Grades matter and GPA matters, and it's really hard to turn around a GPA that doesn't go so hot freshman, sophomore year. It's doable, but you dig yourself a hole. And I think we've had some students that as seniors are like, man, I really wish I approached freshman year different.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not too late. So I think a lot of it is just thinking about that piece because GPA matters a lot, especially in terms of money for college. For students that college might not be an option, CACC offers amazing opportunities that I don't know that all of our students are aware of. That in addition to some of the courses at CA being dual credit and earning college credit, CA has been placing students into the workforce at 18 years old, making $80,000 a year in certain roles. So college is great. It's not for everyone. There's a place for everybody, but thinking of what you want to do after high school is important.
We'll switch gears a little bit and start to talk about New Berlin a bit. So, why did you choose to come to New Berlin?
Last year, working as the special ed administrator, I really got to work with New Berlin a lot and learn some of the ins and outs of both the elementary and the junior high school. Loved working with the teachers and the administrators. I've known Superintendent Larson for 13 years. I've worked with her in other districts, so knowing her helped. Um, but just being able to be in one spot, I originally went into education to work with high schoolers. And here I am 18 years later, having the first opportunity to really work with high schoolers. It kind of feels like I've come full circle to doing what I got into it in the first place. Um, and it's been great. Working in New Berlin has been a really great opportunity that I'm very fortunate for.
And to end us off here, what has been your favorite thing about New Berlin?
I love the small school feel, but we have opportunities for students also. We might not offer the most AP courses, but we have AP opportunities. We have dual credit opportunities. We send 20 plus kids out to CACC. We've got 6 kids that are in the early grads, another 7 to 10 that are doing college now. It's awesome to see the things that our students are doing. That I feel, and this sounds like an old man of me, that we always hear kids these days. And my kids these days are dealing with more than I ever dealt with as a student. Dealing with social media and online bullying and the age of sitting behind a phone or a screen or all of that. So navigating that while also experiencing high school and preparing for college, and our kids are doing really cool things. Being curious about what they're doing has been a really neat perk of my job.
All right. That was a little interview with Mr. Viola, getting to know him and what he does here.
Thank you.